I was born here on Martha's Vineyard, and raised here. My grandfather was a farmer. That was in his end of the heritage. A land farmer, and my father is from Holland, which is right on. The ocean tries to get Holland all the time. So it's, salt water's in my blood anyway, and my lineage goes all the way back to Sir Francis Drake in England. My grandfather's name was Lemuel Francis Drake, and as growing up here on the vineyard, I married a fisherman's daughter from Menemsha, and I started fishing when I was 19, and I fished for 26 years. I was a fishing boat captain when I was 23, and in 1994, the government kind of really forced me out of fishing, with all the regulations and the things that they wanted to impose on the fishermen. So I really kind of stopped. I came back here and bay scalloped and quahogged. And then there was this aquaculture course, given out here on the vineyard. 15 people enrolled in it. I thought it'd be a good idea. It's for displaced fishermen. So I took the course, and we got funding from a grant from the federal government and some local Massachusetts grants, and that really helped out, because it was money that I couldn't come up with trying to earn a living. And we tried different things. The oysters really showed the most promise, so we started working with them, and I've been doing it for 12 years, and it really took me like 5 years of trial and error to really start producing, knowing what I needed to do, and started doing all that. I designed my own cage, and developed a whole farming aspect of growing oysters, and everyone loves them. I mean, you can't help but love them. They're the most delicious things on on the East Coast.
Dragging and sword fishing up off of Canada.
That's right, with Scotty. Right?
Scotty,
yeah, on the Apollo.
Yep.
The leaky Apollo.
So
She was an old boat.
She was a schooner. She
Yeah.
drew 18 feet of water. They put the big...
Good sea boat, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a hurricane up there. We lost 4 boats, and we survived it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she leaked a lot. It's probably, I had an old shrimper when I was sea scalloping, and the keel bolts had rotted out of her. But it wasn't the bolts that held her. It was the original, they put
Keel
the keel
bolts,
to
yeah.
start it.
Just seeping through.
And that's the only place she leaked all the time. And you couldn't stop it. You can't fix it.
Yeah.
You can't redo it. You can't take it out of the water and fix it. So I know about old leaky boats that are in good shape. I mean, I went to that northeaster, that 4th of July northeaster with that. Jesus Christ, it was so friggin' rough it bent the stand. Trying to get up. We were 5 miles from Nomans. It must have been blowing 60 out of the northeast.
Yep.
I said, it's a little bit further, another 5 minutes. Sure enough, we went down on one, and the next seat come right down and freaking bent that thing. I said, well, maybe we'll go on to Block Island for the night. So we went and laid under Block Island for the night, and then we went home the next